Senator Chuck Grassley has some direct, blunt words for Democrats who've taken to comparing the former director of the FBI's firing to Nixon's Watergate.
They're talking about the firing was Nixonian. It has echoes of Watergate with the Saturday Night Massacre, stuff like that. For the people who are writing those headlines, what's your message to them?
My message is suck it up and move on.
Senator Grassley is 83. He is one of the hardest working people on Capitol Hill, and he has got the greatest sense of humor and is a great American by any standard, and you've got to love the directness. Suck it up. President Trump has a new nickname for Senator Chuck Schumer after Schumer criticized the president's decision to fire the former FBI director. President Trump tweeted this, quote, "Crying Chuck," Schumer stated recently, quote, "I do not have confidence in him, James Comey, any longer," end quote. Then act so indignant. Hashtag drain the swamp. There you go. Crying Chuck. Our next guest says the Democrats' Comey cacophony is sound and fury signifying nothing. And joining us now, Michelle Malkin, host of Michelle Malkin Investigates on CRTV.com. You've got to love Senator Grassley, the head of the Judiciary Committee. I love it. Who can say it better? Other than perhaps you, Michelle.
That's right. Well, I hope when I age that I age as sharply and acerbically as Chuck Grassley put it and said it and has. And all I can say is bravo. The entire cacophony, as I've said, is sound and fury, signifying nothing. A big nothing burger doused in Russian paranoia on the part of so many of these hypocritical Democrats. I mean, this has to be a full employment act for chiropractors, Lou, because the whiplash that I am experiencing of all of the roller coaster twists and turns of people like crying Chuck Schumer. It's funny, I always used to call him Chuckles the Clown Schumer, but he is
head clown
definitely
Schumer,
in tears now.
Yes. The president has, well, he's put his label on him again. Let's turn to, if we can, the president sitting there with Ambassador Kislyak and the foreign minister of Russia, Sergei Lavrov, on the day after he fires the head of the FBI. Now, I don't know, and never will be told, I'm sure, but I hope that the president organized that meeting at precisely that time for precisely the reason of putting it right in front of crying Chuck's face. Yeah,
it would be delicious if in fact, this is deliberate. And I agree with you. The theater here is just incredible to watch. And, you know, especially in light of just how unhinged every aspect of the anti-Trump machine has become. You know, whether we're talking about the Schumers and the Maxine Waters on Capitol Hill, all of their sycophants and lapdogs in the press, and of course all of those late-night comedians who've, you know, completely become unwound.
Yeah, unwound, and frankly, they need to spool up into some kind of humor, because that, after all, is the reason they have forgotten, apparently. They're there for comedy and for laughter and provoking very little of it. What about Governor Greg Abbott signing his bill, the House, the Senate, the state legislature of Texas moving the bill through? It's now law. It'll be challenged, but it goes into effect in September. I mean, this is an impressive display of how to govern a state.
Yes, and he is at the vanguard. If only every single one of the governors of our great nation would take a cue from him. And I have to say that, you know, I've been following so much of the the legal vanguards who were in Greg Abbott's office when he was Attorney General and now as governor. And this is how it should be done, because when the federal government has fallen down as it had in the Obama administration and in so many ways under the open borders Bush administration, it was left up to the states to fulfill Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution of protecting those states against, quote, invasion.
Absolutely. Michelle, great to have you with us. We want to also recognize the Attorney General of Texas, Ken Paxton, who's already begun suits to support and to protect that sanctuary law just aborned over the past week. Michelle, thanks again. Michelle Malkin, always great to see you.
You bet.